which poison will be worth sinning for depending on your taste. What are the differences between perfumes in this line? What kind of woman would wear them? Which ones are my personal favorites? Well, watch until the end and you will find out. Hello everyone, my nickname is Miri, welcome to my channel, and here we talk in depth about fragrances, and the only two perfumes I don't have from this range, so I won't be reviewing them, are Poison Extrait de Parfum and Poison Girl Unexpected. And there were other flankers in this range, but they are all discontinued, so I won't talk about them either. Although apple-shaped bottles, especially red ones, are reminiscent of the scene in Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, at least to me, where the evil queen is disguised as an old lady and she offers a poisonous apple to the Snow White. The whole poison range is actually inspired by the forbidden fruit in the fall of the Old Testament. And since Adam and Eve sinned so they would be able to taste that forbidden fruit, the power of these visually appealing apple-like bottles is so strong and symbolic. And I think that was such an amazing marketing idea that ensured the popularity of the entire range and the curiosity of consumers who wanted to find out what kind of perfume is hidden inside these bottles and is that perfume worth sinning for. And I want to mention before I forget that I've put all the in-depth reviews of fragrances mentioned in this video in the description box, so you can check them out later when you finish watching this video. And let's start. Poison was a sensation when it came out in 1985 with its daring, vampy scent, and I was so scared to purchase it and try it out because I'm not a fan of very dark gothic perfumes such as Black Orchid is, and I thought that Poison Eau de Toilette won't be my cup of tea. But to my own surprise, I was completely wrong. In the opening, you get intense, sweet, ripe, fruity cocktail with a prominent plum note and a lot of honey and some cinnamon. And as it dries down, tuberose and jasmine become more noticeable, but the scent is still dark, wine-like, so it could be described as plum liqueur with spices and honey. And it has such a beautiful woody, smoky, dark, musky dry down, yet it never loses its powdery, sweet, fruity, floral facet. It's so complex, but it works, and the simplest way I can think of to describe it is to compare it with prunes, because the plum here isn't fresh or juicy, it's honeyed, it's sweet, it's stewed. So imagine how spiced prunes covered with honey and served on the wooden plate on a soapy smelling tablecloth next to a glass of red wine and tuberose rose bouquet would smell, and you get the scent of Poison Eau de Toilette. Yes, it's sweet, it's loud, and this is a statement perfume. This scent reminds me of bold, gothic, loud perfumes my mom used to wear in the 90s, and even though she never wore Poison, the scent kind of feels familiar, and the more you wear it, the more addicted to it you will be. This is a beautiful, spicy, oriental perfume that has a story to tell and a soul, unlike many faceless and soulless perfumes produced today just to satisfy currently popular generic, sweet, floral, olfactory standards. And although it is an eau de toilette concentration, it lasts 6 hours on my skin with strong sillage and projection for the first 3 hours, and then it projects up to arm's length. But it can put to shame a lot of currently produced eau de parfums and extrait de parfum concentrations because it smells so beautiful, so complex, and it truly lasts. When it was first released in 1998, a lot of people thought this perfume can't hold a candle to the original 80s Poison that was bold, strong, and narcotic tuberose scent, but Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette is a different kind of poison. It causes addiction, it smells very comforting and dangerous at the same time, and it lures you in with its cozy, gourmand facets, and without you realizing it, it steals your heart away. So Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette starts with a scent of almond milk with shredded coconut flakes, and then it transforms into a Play-Doh soft scent of vanilla cookies. So you must like Play-Doh scent and sweet milky vanilla fragrances, and if you do, Well, you will love this. Eau de Toilette is beautifully blended, it's soft, it's cuddly, it's pillowy vanilla with many different facets, and it lasts about 4 to 5 hours on my skin with moderate sillage and projection. Pure Poison is a clean, white floral musky scent. It's pure and fresh smelling, and it has a soapy quality. And to me, it smells like you've just showered, and the aroma of the jasmine scented shower gel you used still lingers on your wet skin. It also smells like what I imagine a walk in the clouds would smell like a veil of fresh, clean, cold, white florals. It is comforting, it's relaxing, but also it shows your stance because it has a cold vibe. It's a very elegant scent with no vanilla, which makes it very different from currently produced perfumes with a lot of vanilla. And although this isn't a traditionally sexy vanilla perfume, this is a scent that will invite a man with a pure and innocent gaze just to make him completely addicted to a woman's neck that is wearing this poisonous floral liquid. It lasts about 6 to 7 hours on my skin with moderate projection and sillage, and it has a good performance as well. The Eau de Parfum is very different compared to the Eau de Toilette concentration. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum starts with a prominent licorice note combined with almonds, so the opening smells like the scent of almond liqueur with spices. And there are some similarities with the Eau de Toilette in the dry down, mostly because you get like hints of the Play-Doh scent, but Eau de Parfum never crosses into a gourmand territory unlike its Eau de Toilette predecessor. And in the dry down, you still get hints of that licorice accord together with smoky, almost dusty incense note, and the whole vanilla almond combination here is dark, it's gothic, it's sensual, it's powdery. Because it has like a vampy licorice almond vibe, it smells like an intoxicating juice bubbling in a witch's cauldron, so it would be an ideal for those who love gothic, dark, and rich fragrances. It lasts about 8 hours on my skin, but projection and sillage are low to intimate. Mostly this sits very close to the skin unless you overspray. And right off the bat, I can tell you that Poison Girl Eau de Parfum is the sweetest flanker in the Poison range. It has a bitter orange in the opening, but even that wasn't enough to make this perfume smell fresh and juicy. Oranges here smell like they are candied and covered with a lot of sugar sweetness, and after that initial candy-like orangey opening, the dry down smells very similar to the dry down of Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. In the dry down, you get a lot of vanilla, almond, and powderiness that together combines a scent of crushed bitter almonds and the vanilla cream. And this is a hot neon pink scent that matches the color of its juice, and I do feel like it's a bit underappreciated compared to the similar sweet scent profiles on the designer market. Maybe because it's kind of embarrassing to say when someone asks you, what are you wearing? And you say, Poison Girl. But it is a yummy, sweet fragrance, and let's be honest, this is a compliment magnet. It is a man magnet, and despite its sweetness, it doesn't smell juvenile at all or too youthful, and it lasts a long time, about 6 to 7 hours on my skin with moderate projection and sillage. Usually Eau de Toilette concentrations are always underwhelming and underperforming experience for me, but not in the Dior's Poison range, because Poison Eau de Toilette and Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette and even Poison Girl Eau de Toilette smell amazing and last really well. The opening of Poison Girl Eau de Toilette is so bright, effervescent, and energizing, particularly because of that like frosted orange note, so the opening smells so fun, like the scent of orange ice cream popsicles, but Dior managed to make the scent into something very elegant and elevated. In the heart, this turns into a floral vanilla, while the dry down is a gourmandy, powdery vanilla scent, and it smells like orange cake drizzled with caramel. It's very pretty, and it's more powdery in the dry down than Poison Girl Eau de Parfum is, so you must like powdery fragrances to enjoy its dry down. And for an eau de toilette concentration, it lasts really well, about 5 hours on my skin. Projection is moderate for the first 2 hours, and then it becomes softer and more intimate. If these short reviews of flankers in this poison range were helpful, descriptive and informative, don't forget to book the like button and subscribe. That helps a lot with my channel, and also it helps YouTube to remember and notify you when I upload another one of my video reviews. But the most important part, with which even the evil queen in Snow White was obsessed with, is which one is the fairest or best smelling of them all. If you consider wearability, I would say that Poison range doesn't have fragrance appropriate for spring and summer only, but perfumes that are the most versatile in my opinion, and that means you can wear them regardless of the season and occasion, and that are any age appropriate would be Pure Poison, Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette, and Poison Girl Eau de Toilette. Pure Poison is truly a queen of versatility. It could be easily an incredible wedding, formal, professional, or even date night scent, while both Poison Girl Eau de Toilette and Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette could be daytime and nighttime perfumes, wearable as an everyday fragrance or even for special occasions, but I wouldn't wear them in the summer heat, but rather on the fresher and cooler summer evenings. Therefore, Poison Eau de Toilette, Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum, and Poison Girl Eau de Parfum are fall and winter nighttime fragrances. Any of them would be amazing for date night, clubbing, and I wouldn't recommend either one of them for the office because they might be too strong for others around you. Considering this scent profile, if you love spicy oriental perfumes that have smokiness, sweetness, fruitiness, woodiness with a bewitching effect, even on me, try out Poison Eau de Toilette. And unfortunately, if a perfume doesn't sell soon, it will disappear from the shelves, and I think that before that happens, you should give Poison Eau de Toilette a shot, especially because of its fame and the special place it has in the fragrance history. But if you're a gourmand lover, if you love the scent of Play-Doh and vanilla and almonds, think no more. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette will be the poison of your choice. But if you love white florals and musk, clean, fresh and angelic perfumes that aren't very sweet, go for Pure Poison. On the other side, if the Pure Poison was too clean and too white smelling for you, then try something more gothic, darker, with a prominent licorice note, some smokiness and powderiness, and that is Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum. And if you have a sweet tooth, well, Poison range has something to offer for you too. If you love very sweet, almost candy-like perfumes, and if you love the dry down of Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette, then Poison Girl Eau de Parfum will be just right up your alley. But if you equally love citruses and sweetness in perfumes together with powdery fluffiness that creates cake-like experience, then you will love Poison Girl Eau de Toilette. What kind of woman would wear these fragrances? Well, since Poison Eau de Toilette smells so luxurious to me, it's bold, it's a rich, velvety, spicy, seductive, statement-worthy fragrance that would smell over the top for most of everyday situations. I can see this perfume on a woman in a dark purple velvet dress at a masked ball, hiding her beautiful, sensual curves with a velvety cloak of mystery. But that woman at the same time wears a crown, and that crown isn't a mask. She is the queen. She is the venomous empress with a huge charisma, loved even decades after her release. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette is a sweet, almondy, gourmand, vanilla fragrance that doesn't seem poisonous at all, but just like sirens that would enchant sailors with their mesmerizing singing and lure them into danger, this perfume lulls you and relaxes you into submission, and before you even know it, it stole your heart. So this is the scent of a siren. Pure Poison is the scent that resembles the color white. Its purity and cleanliness it evokes are especially noticeable after the shower. So Pure Poison would be the scent of a woman who is just freshly out of the shower in her bathrobe with wet hair and no makeup. She's just naturally beautiful and seductive. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum has a very strong licorice. It's smoky in the dry down and it's gothic. It's moody, it's dark, so it gives off jazzy vibes. And this is the scent of a woman in a black lace dress sitting at a bar, smoking cigars and drinking almond brandy in the jazz club. It's bold, it's confident, and it is very, very seductive. And finally, Poison Girls. Both smell like Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette's younger, sweeter, flirtier sisters who know how to have fun, and I would describe them as twin sisters. Eau de Parfum loves candies like marshmallows, lollipops, and all sugar goodness, while the Eau de Toilette is more into cakes and biscuits and all the fluffy, dazzling desserts. So the seductive quality they have is to make you feel good. They are here to have fun and to distract your mind from all the atrocities that are happening in the world and lead you into a much nicer, sweeter place. And with what kind of poison I would describe these perfumes? Poison Eau de Toilette isn't a poison in disguise. Imagine you're at a masquerade, you met that gorgeous empress in a velvet dress, and everything that surrounds her is filled with intrigue, betrayal, and a lot of conspiracies, and on the table is served poison in the most beautiful crystal glass. And you're willing to drink that poison from her hand when she offers it to you, even though you know how venomous it is. That is the effect of this perfume. It's bold, it's addictive, and it doesn't hide how poisonous and intoxicating it is when it enters into a room. The ad for the Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette shows what kind of poison this perfume is. In the ad, you can see a black snake twisting around the bottle. So this is the scent of a snake slowly waiting and stalking its prey before striking. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette is the venom of a snake. You are not aware how intoxicating it is until it bites you. Pure Poison at the first glance seems very innocent and naive. It evokes the color white and it's very floral, just like Lily of the Valley, but if you ingest Lily of the Valley, it can lead to cardiac distress and even death. So Pure Poison is the poison of a poisonous, deadly flower with white innocence but a toxic effect on the heart of men around you. And there is just something so seductive in the cold, icy, white floral cleanliness of this perfume that men are especially drawn to. Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum, because of the prominent licorice, would be the scent of liqueur, a poisonous liquid that sweetens your palate and makes you forget about your sorrows. It embraces you in its darkness and slowly devours you as you let go of everything to this smoky licorice venom. Poison Girls, Eau de Parfum and Eau de Toilette bring a modern type of venom to the table, and that is sugar in all its forms. Sugar is the type of poison that will improve your mood and it will help you to enjoy yourself, but it will produce addiction-like effects, and most of us well, me included, are already addicts and victims of that venom. So I hope this review sheds some light on the scent profiles of these flankers and how different they are. And since this video is already pretty long, I won't explain these rankings. You can watch full in-depth reviews of these fragrances because I've linked them in the description box, so that will help you understand why these perfumes got these ratings. And just keep in mind that my ratings are always a combination of the scent profile and performance, so here goes the ranking. 3 perfumes got 7.5 out of 10, and they are sharing the 3rd place, and that are Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum, Poison Girl Eau de Toilette, and Poison Girl Eau de Parfum. 2 perfumes got 8 out of 10, and they are also sharing 2nd place, and those are Pure Poison and Poison Eau de Toilette. And the 1st place goes to Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. It got 8.5 out of 10. And now it's the time for you to pick your poison. Will that be a dark purple venom in a crystal glass of the Poison Eau de Toilette, a snake venom of the Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette, the poisonous flower of Pure Poison, venomous liqueur in Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum, or sugar, the modern type of poison in Poison Girl Eau de Toilette and Poison Girl Eau de Parfum. So this is it. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with these descriptions, and do you think these perfumes are man magnets? And if you want to see another review of another very popular perfume range, Givenchy L'Interdit line, check out this video. I will see you there. Bye!